Understanding the energy of a chosen one. Being a chosen one is not about being better than others, nor is it about privilege, fame, or recognition. It is about carrying a specific energy that aligns with a divine purpose. This energy is delicate, powerful, and rare. Those who are chosen by God are designed to move differently, think differently, and experience life on a level that most people cannot comprehend. It is a sacred responsibility, and with it comes the need for heightened awareness, spiritual sensitivity, and intentional living. The energy of a chosen one is unlike the energy of the crowd. It is refined, elevated, and often misunderstood by those who do not operate on the same spiritual frequency. That is why a chosen one cannot be constantly surrounded by people. It dilutes their focus, exhausts their spiritual energy, and can create confusion. Imagine a crystal being rubbed against rough surfaces too often. Over time, the crystal can lose its shine, become chipped, or even lose its clarity. Similarly, the energy of a chosen one can be affected when exposed to chaotic, low-vibration environments. God designed your life to move with purpose, and every interaction, every environment, and every relationship you enter has an effect on your energy. The chosen one is often highly sensitive to vibrations and emotions around them. Crowds, large social gatherings, or constant exposure to people who operate on fear, doubt, or negativity can cloud your clarity. This is not a weakness. It is simply a sign that your energy is precious and must be protected. You are not meant to live like everyone else. You are meant to rise above distractions and focus on the divine mission that has been assigned to you. Being a chosen one also means that you carry an invisible responsibility to remain aligned with your purpose. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions create ripple. In the spiritual realm. When you are constantly around people whose energy does not match yours, those ripples can be disrupted, slowing your spiritual progress and creating unnecessary struggles. God wants you to remain grounded, clear, and centered so that you can fulfill the path that only you were created to walk. It is important to understand that solitude is not a punishment, but a protective mechanism. The chosen one is designed to thrive in clarity and alignment. And to do this, selective interaction is necessary. This is why you may feel the need to withdraw from crowds or to limit the people you allow into your space. Your energy is a sacred gift, and God expects you to honor it. Not everyone is ready to understand your journey, and that is okay. You do not need approval, acceptance, or understanding from everyone, only from yourself and from the divine guidance that leads your path. So embrace your unique energy. Recognize that being a chosen one means walking a path that is rare, powerful, and often solitary. Your energy is precious, your purpose is divine, and your life is designed for alignment and impact. Protect your spirit, honor your energy, and move through life intentionally, knowing that God has chosen you for a reason far greater than the noise of the crowd. Why solitude is essential for growth. Solitude is not a sign of weakness, nor is it loneliness. For a chosen one, solitude is a sacred space, a place where your soul can recharge, reflect, and realign with the divine purpose God has set for you. Being constantly surrounded by people, no matter how well-meaning they are, can cloud your judgment, drain your energy, and distract you from your higher calling. The life of a chosen one requires clarity, focus, and inner strength, all of which are nurtured in solitude. When you are alone, you are forced to confront yourself. You face your thoughts, your emotions, your desires, and your fears. This self-reflection is essential for spiritual growth because it allows you to remove the distractions and noise that often come from being in large groups or social circles. In solitude, you can meditate, pray, and listen to the whispers of God. You can hear guidance that is often drowned out in the chaos of daily interactions. This clarity is what helps you make wise decisions and stay aligned with your divine path. Being alone also teaches you self-reliance and resilience. A chosen one cannot rely on others for validation, encouragement, or direction. You must learn to trust your own intuition, your inner wisdom, and your connection to God. Solitude strengthens this trust. It reminds you that you do not need constant approval or companionship to move forward. The universe will meet you where you are, but you must be willing to step into silence and listen. Many people fear solitude because they confuse it with isolation. Isolation is being cut off unwillingly, whereas solitude is a choice, a deliberate withdrawal from external distractions to nurture your inner world. Chosen ones often feel the need to step back from social obligations, gatherings, and even relationships that do not serve their spiritual growth. This is not selfishness, it is preservation. God calls you to protect your energy because the mission you are on requires focus, strength, and clarity. In solitude, you also gain perspective. You can evaluate your relationships, your goals, and your purpose without external influence. You begin to understand which people and situations uplift your energy and which ones drain it. You learn that not everyone is meant to walk alongside you, and that it is okay to step back from crowds and seek environments that nurture your spiritual and emotional well-being. Ultimately, solitude is a tool that God uses to prepare you. It allows your soul to awaken, your purpose to unfold, and your energy to align with your destiny. It is not a punishment or a sign that you are alone in life. It is a sacred space for preparation, growth, and divine connection. When you embrace solitude, you embrace your power, your clarity, and your calling. Avoiding negative energy and draining influences. Every person carries energy, whether they realize it or not. Some radiate positivity, love, and light, while others emit fear, doubt, and negativity. For a chosen one, energy is not just a concept, it is a spiritual currency. Your thoughts, emotions, and vibrations are amplified because your purpose requires alignment and clarity. Being around too many people, especially those who carry low vibration energy, can disrupt your spiritual focus, cloud your intuition, and drain your power. That is why God guides chosen ones to limit their exposure to the wrong energy. Negative energy is subtle yet powerful. It comes in the form of complaints, jealousy, judgment, gossip, or constant criticism. While the intentions of the people around you may not always be malicious, their energy can still affect you deeply. Chosen ones are highly sensitive to these vibrations. Your spirit absorbs what is around you, and if you are not careful, your purpose can be slowed and your peace can be disrupted. God equips you with discernment, intuition, and awareness to recognize these influences and step away when necessary. Being around too many people can also dilute your focus. When a chosen one is surrounded by multiple voices, opinions, and energies, it becomes difficult to hear the quiet voice of God guiding your path. Spiritual growth requires attentiveness, reflection, and clarity. Constant exposure to external distractions, especially energy that does not serve your higher mission, can cloud judgment and make decision-making more challenging. Protecting your energy is not arrogance, it is a spiritual discipline. Furthermore, draining influences can manifest in subtle ways. You may feel exhausted after being in social situations, overwhelmed by the expectations of others, or frustrated by conflicting opinions. This is a clear sign that your energy is being misaligned. The chosen one must learn to recognize these signs and respond intentionally. God teaches that protecting your energy is a form of stewardship, guarding what has been entrusted to you for the fulfillment of your destiny. Avoiding negative energy does not mean rejecting the world or isolating yourself completely. It means being selective about where you invest your time, attention, and spirit. Choose relationships that uplift you, environments that inspire you, and conversations that strengthen your faith and purpose. Surround yourself with people who resonate with your mission, not just those who seek comfort or validation from you. Ultimately, avoiding draining influences is a spiritual act. It allows the chosen one to remain aligned with their divine purpose, maintain clarity, and preserve the strength necessary to fulfill their destiny. God designed your life to operate with intention, not chaos. By being mindful of the energy you allow into your space, you create a life that is empowered, focused, and in harmony with your higher calling. The importance of alignment in relationships. One of the greatest lessons a chosen one must learn is the importance of alignment in relationships. Not everyone is meant to walk beside you. God places certain people in your life to teach, guide, or challenge you, but only a few are truly aligned with your purpose. Surrounding yourself with people who do not share your values, vision, or spiritual frequency can create confusion, drain your energy, and delay your destiny. A chosen one must learn to be discerning, to recognize who truly resonates with their energy, and to release what does not serve them. Alignment is not just about friendship or romantic connection, it is about the vibration and energy of the people around you. When you are in alignment, interactions feel uplifting, natural, and effortless. Conversations spark growth, support, and clarity. Misalignment, on the other hand, brings conflict, frustration, and tension. For a chosen one, the stakes are higher because their energy is tied to a divine purpose. When you compromise alignment for comfort, convenience, or approval, you risk slowing your spiritual progress and moving away from your God-given path. This is why chosen ones often feel out of place in large groups or social crowds. It's not because they are antisocial or disconnected. It is because their soul recognizes misalignment immediately. The energy of the many cannot match the refined frequency of the chosen one. When a chosen one spends too much time in misaligned environments, it can feel exhausting, heavy, or even suffocating. This is God's way of teaching them discernment and protection. Being intentional with relationships also helps in maintaining clarity of purpose. Every connection carries potential energy. Some can uplift, others can deplete. Choosing to engage only with those who resonate with your mission ensures that your energy remains strong and your focus intact. Alignment allows you to move through life without unnecessary distractions, ensuring that your spiritual, emotional, and mental resources are devoted to growth, service, and fulfilling your destiny. It is important to understand that this does not mean rejecting love, companionship, or social interaction. It means prioritizing quality over quantity. A few aligned individuals who support, challenge, and inspire you are far more valuable than being surrounded by crowds who do not understand your journey. God's design is intentional. Relationships should amplify your energy, not diminish it. Recognizing alignment is also a spiritual practice. You must learn to listen to your intuition, observe energy patterns, and discern the deeper truth in interactions. This awareness will guide you to surround yourself with people who honor your purpose, respect your boundaries, and share your vision. Misaligned relationships, no matter how well-intentioned, will always hinder the progress of a chosen one. Ultimately, alignment in relationships is about honoring your path, your energy, and your divine mission. By choosing carefully who you allow into your space, you protect your spirit, strengthen your focus, and maintain clarity in fulfilling the destiny God has entrusted to you. Lessons in patience and timing. For a chosen one, patience is not just a virtue, it is a spiritual requirement. God's timing is perfect, and every aspect of your life is orchestrated with divine precision. Relationships, opportunities, and even moments of insight arrive according to a schedule that only God knows. Being around too many people can tempt you to rush decisions, seek immediate validation, or chase connections that are not yet ready to manifest. Patience allows the chosen one to wait for alignment, ensuring that every step is purposeful and every relationship serves the higher mission. Patience teaches discernment. When you are constantly exposed to crowds or the opinions of many, it becomes easy to confuse desire with destiny. The chosen one learns that not everyone who seeks their attention is meant to remain in their life. God uses timing to reveal who is aligned and who is not, and rushing this process can lead to energy being invested in the wrong people, distractions, or unnecessary drama. Every pause, every moment of stillness is an opportunity to observe, reflect, and strengthen spiritual awareness. Timing is also essential for growth. Chosen ones are often ahead of their peers in spiritual maturity, vision, and purpose. This creates a natural separation between them and others who are still navigating fear, ego, or doubt. God allows this separation not as punishment, but as preparation. Being around too many people too soon can dilute lessons, slow personal evolution, and create confusion. The chosen one must understand that each phase of life is carefully designed to nurture the soul, cultivate wisdom, and fortify the spirit. In addition, patience in timing teaches the value of intentional connections. God ensures that when a chosen one encounters the right people, those interactions are meaningful, enriching, and mutually supportive. Whether these are friendships, mentors, or spiritual guides, each relationship carries significance for the journey ahead. Misaligned connections, however, often feel rushed, exhausting, or draining, which is a sign from God to step back and allow divine timing to unfold. Learning patience also strengthens resilience. Life will test the chosen one, and the world will often move at a pace that feels frustrating or slow. Yet every delay, every period of waiting is part of divine preparation. The chosen one must trust that God's timing is flawless, that opportunities will arrive exactly when they are meant to, and that relationships will unfold according to purpose, not convenience. Ultimately, lessons in patience and timing reinforce the sacred nature of a chosen one's path. God teaches that every connection, every interaction, and every life event has a moment for manifestation. By honoring patience, you protect your energy, maintain clarity, and ensure that your life unfolds in alignment with your higher purpose. Chosen ones are called to move intentionally, wait deliberately, and embrace the unfolding of destiny with trust and faith in the divine plan. Embracing your divine purpose. The ultimate reason why chosen ones cannot be around a lot of people is that their life is designed for a higher purpose. God has entrusted you with unique gifts, talents, and spiritual responsibilities that require focus, clarity, and alignment. Your energy, your time, and your attention are sacred resources that must be devoted to fulfilling the divine mission laid out for you. Constant exposure to crowds, distractions, or misaligned energies can dilute your focus and slow the manifestation of your destiny. Embracing your divine purpose means prioritizing your spiritual growth over social convenience. It means understanding that not everyone will understand your path, and that is okay. You are not here to seek approval, validation, or companionship from everyone around you. You are here to serve, to grow, and to align with the energy that God has entrusted to you. This requires intentionality in every decision, including the relationships you cultivate, the environments you inhabit, and the experiences you engage with. God often calls chosen ones to walk a path of solitude, not as a punishment, but as preparation. In quiet reflection, you learn to hear divine guidance, sharpen your intuition, and strengthen your spirit. Solitude allows you to focus on your purpose without distraction, to cultivate inner peace, and to align your energy with your calling. It is in these moments of stillness that clarity emerges, and the vision for your life becomes unmistakably clear. Being a chosen one also requires discernment in relationships. Not everyone is meant to walk beside you, and that is part of your spiritual awakening. God places people in your life intentionally, but only those whose energy resonates with your mission will remain. Misaligned relationships, while sometimes well-intentioned, can drain your energy, create confusion, and delay your spiritual progress. Choosing alignment over quantity allows you to protect your energy and move confidently toward your destiny. Your divine purpose also demands patience and faith. Everything unfolds according to God's timing, and rushing into connections, commitments, or decisions can disrupt the flow of your spiritual journey. By embracing patience, you allow the universe to orchestrate the right opportunities, the right people, and the right experiences at the right time. Trusting this process is part of the discipline of a chosen one. Ultimately, embracing your divine purpose means walking in power without apology. You no longer bend to the expectations of others, nor do you allow external distractions to pull you away from your mission. Your life, your energy, and your time are sacred. Protect them, honor them, and live intentionally, knowing that every step you take in alignment brings you closer to fulfilling the destiny God has set for you. Being a chosen one is a blessing, a responsibility, and a journey. It requires courage, clarity, and unwavering faith. When you embrace your purpose fully, you understand that solitude, selective relationships, and spiritual discipline are not limitations. They are tools to amplify your power, your energy, and your divine impact on the world, walking in your divine purpose with clarity and strength. As we bring this message to a close, it is essential to understand the full truth about being a chosen one. You are not here by accident, and your journey is not ordinary. God has placed you on a path that requires spiritual clarity, intentionality, and protection of your energy. The life of a chosen one is unlike the life of most people because your soul carries a unique vibration, a frequency that is aligned with divine purpose. Being constantly around people who are not aligned with your energy can dilute your focus, cloud your intuition, and drain the very power that fuels your mission. Solitude is not loneliness. It is preparation. It is the sacred space where you recharge, reflect, and connect with God. It is in solitude that you gain clarity about your purpose, strengthen your spiritual sensitivity, and prepare for the responsibilities that come with being chosen. By limiting unnecessary interactions and crowds, you preserve your energy, sharpen your discernment, and cultivate the inner strength needed to walk your divine path. A chosen one also learns to recognize alignment in relationships. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life, and that is intentional. Some people come to teach lessons, others to provide support, and some simply pass through. By surrounding yourself only with those whose energy resonates with your purpose, you maintain clarity, avoid unnecessary distractions, and ensure that every connection contributes to your growth. Alignment over quantity is a spiritual principle that chosen ones must honor to fulfill their destiny. Patience and trust in God's timing are equally vital. The journey of a chosen one cannot be rushed. Opportunities, relationships, and experiences will manifest according to divine timing. By embracing patience, you allow the universe to orchestrate the right circumstances, ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to your purpose. Rushing or forcing connections can lead to misalignment and energy loss, which is why patience is not passive. It is an active form of spiritual discipline. Ultimately, embracing your divine purpose means walking in your power without apology. It is about honoring your energy, protecting your soul, and living intentionally. You are here to fulfill a mission that is greater than social comfort, approval, or validation from others. By understanding the importance of solitude, alignment, and divine timing, you step fully into your role as a chosen one, carrying your energy with integrity, strength, and clarity. Remember, being a chosen one is both a blessing and a responsibility. It requires courage, discernment, and faith in the divine plan. Protect your energy, honor your path, and trust that God has positioned you exactly where you need to be. Walk forward intentionally, knowing that every choice you make, every connection you nurture, and every boundary you uphold brings you closer to fulfilling your sacred destiny. Your journey is unique, your purpose is divine, and your life is a reflection of God's perfect plan. Embrace it fully. Stand in your power, protect your energy, and move confidently toward the life you were born to live.